Good morning, it's Wednesday, 9th of November 2016. This is Sylvia Shivamurthy and you're listening to the newspaper reviews on www.athavan.com. Let's now look at the paper highlights from today's newspapers. The top highlight in Daily News says, PM at first year death commemoration of Veneral Madhulawave Sobhitathera. Consensus on power devolution. We have reached consensus to a great extent on power devolution, Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe said. The Prime Minister was speaking at the first year commemoration of the death of Venerable Madhulawave Sobhitathera at the Sri Lanka Foundation Institute yesterday. Within the UNP too, there are members who have come from provincial and local government, and both the main parties have members who have served as chief ministers. Their views were also taken into account. We have also discussed the issue with the TNA. Together we have looked into shortcomings of local government and where the power should and shouldn't be dissolved, explained the Prime Minister. Another highlight says, conspiracy against government. The government emphasized that the tense situation which occurred on Monday at the Presidential Secretariat premises and the area around it is a conspiracy against the government. The Presidential Media Division in release added, the tense situation at the Presidential Secretariat and the area around it is a conspiracy against the government, which intended to create a division between the government and the war heroes as well as to cause inconvenience to the government, despite the agreement to provide the pension benefits to differently able war heroes. The highlight in the middle says, international community vital in reconciliation process, says Sambandhan. Opposition leader and Tamil National Alliance leader R. Sambandhan yesterday stressed the importance of the support of the international community as Sri Lanka strives toward achieving reconciliation in the future. The opposition leader made this observation when he met UK State Minister for United Nations and Commonwealth the Barnes Anelli as a residence of the British High Commissioner to Sri Lanka and the Maldives. And the highlight at the bottom says, General Debate of Constitutional Assembly in January. The Constitutional Assembly will take up a general debate in January with a view to finalize the proposals to the new constitution, a member of the steering committee said. Speaking to the Daily News yesterday, he said the debate would be based on the interim report on the steering committee and 6 subcommittee reports. Let's now look at the paper highlights in Daily Mirror. The top highlight says, Malinga offers to help badly injured youth. Cricketer Lasith Malinga has offered to pay the medical expenses of 18-year-old Ishish Kumara living at Galagoda in Ambalangoda. He asked that the teenager suffering from severe head injuries be admitted to hospital immediately. The highlight in the middle says, Cabinet nod for Hambantota Port debt to equity swap. The government is set to assign an agreement with the China Merchants Port Holding Company Limited on January 8 next year to transfer the Hambantota Port on a debt to equity swap. The date has been selected to coincide with the second anniversary of President Maithripala Sirisena assuming office. And the highlight at the bottom says, Rupee drops to 150 rupees against dollar, says Bandula. The value of the rupee against the US dollar has dropped to 150 rupees, raising concerns among the people of possible price hikes on the imports including food items and raw materials, the joint opposition MP Bandula Gunawardena said yesterday. And now let's move to the paper highlights in Ceylon today. The top highlight says, Clinton or Trump? A nervous world turned its gaze to America's 200 million strong electorate Tuesday as it chooses whether to send the first female president or a populist property tycoon to the White House. Democratic frontrunner Hillary Clinton and Republican maverick Donald Trump campaigned into the wee hours of polling day as they fought to sell their starkly different visions for the future of the world's greatest power. The highlight in the middle says, Wiggy reiterates foreign judges in war crimes probe, tells Anelli to trust in local mechanism. Chief Minister of the Northern Province C.V. Vigneshwaran says that the international community has to intervene to sort out issues cropping up in the Northern Province from time to time as the government has no control over them. And the highlight at the bottom says, Awa controversy. No army officers arrested, says MOD. The Ministry of Defense denied all reports about the arrest of a security forces member earlier this week together with several members of the Awa group by the police. That's all for today's newspaper highlights and we'll get back to you with more news tomorrow. Thank you.